Hello and welcome to Time Capsule, Stories that Shaped the Era. I'm your host, Alex Monroe, and I'm excited to delve into another pivotal moment in history with you. In today's episode, titled 1986, The Challenger Disaster, America in Shock, we'll be exploring the heartbreaking events that left the nation reeling. So sit back, relax, and let's journey back in time to uncover the impact of this momentous event. Thank you for joining me. And let's dive into the story of 1986. The year 1986 was a time of great patriotism and optimism in America. The country was still basking in the glow of President Ronald Reagan's landslide re-election victory in 1984, and the economy was on the upswing. The space program, in particular, was a source of immense pride and excitement for the nation, with the space shuttle program capturing the imagination of people across the country. The Challenger disaster came as a shock to a nation that had become accustomed to the successes of the space program. The tragic event rocked the country to its core, prompting a collective sense of grief and soul-searching. As we delve deeper into the events leading up to the disaster, it's important to understand the context in which it occurred, a dynamic and hopeful time for America that was forever altered by the events of January 28, 1986. The Challenger disaster of 1986 was a tragic event that shook America to its core. But before we delve into the heart-wrenching details, let's take a moment to reflect on the excitement and wonder of space exploration. The 1980s was a time of immense enthusiasm for space exploration. The space shuttle program was in full swing, and the entire nation was captivated by the prospect of reaching new frontiers. The Challenger mission, in particular, had captured the nation's imagination. It was set to carry the first civilian schoolteacher, Christa McAuliffe, into space, emphasizing the idea that space was becoming more accessible to everyday individuals. When the Challenger exploded, just 73 seconds after liftoff, the nation was left reeling. The tragedy served as a stark reminder of the risks and challenges inherent in space exploration, and it was a wake-up call for the entire country. As we reflect on the excitement of space exploration during this time, it's important to remember the dedication and bravery of all those involved in pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. The Challenger disaster was a poignant moment in history that forever changed the trajectory of the US space program. Now, let's take a moment to meet the incredible crew members of the Challenger space shuttle, who tragically lost their lives in the devastating disaster of 1986. These 7 passionate and inspirational individuals embodied the true spirit of exploration and discovery. First, we have Commander Francis R. Scobie, a dedicated and experienced pilot who had already completed 1 successful mission in space. Joining him was pilot Michael J. Smith, an esteemed military pilot and decorated veteran. Science teacher Christa McAuliffe brought her enthusiasm for education and learning to the mission, capturing the hearts and minds of countless students and educators worldwide. Astronaut Judith A. Resnick, an accomplished engineer and a second-time space traveler, demonstrated extraordinary courage and commitment to her work. Payload specialist Gregory Jarvis and mission specialists Ronald McNair and Ellison Onizuka each brought their own unique skills and expertise to the mission, embodying the collaborative and dynamic spirit of the space program. Together, these extraordinary individuals embarked on a special mission to contribute to scientific research and inspire future generations. Their legacy continues to inspire and motivate us to push the boundaries of exploration and reach for the stars. The morning of January 28, 1986, was crisp and clear, and millions of Americans tuned in to watch the highly anticipated launch of the Space Shuttle Challenger. Families gathered around their TVs, Students crowded in school auditoriums, and many workers took a break to witness this historic moment. Excitement filled the air as the live broadcast captured the countdown and the anticipation of the big event. As the shuttle prepared for liftoff, the camera panned to capture the diverse group of astronauts on board, including Christa McAuliffe, the first civilian teacher set to travel into space. The nation held its breath as the countdown reached its final moments. And then, in an instant, everything changed. The unthinkable happened. A plume of smoke and fire erupted from the shuttle, signaling a catastrophic failure. The cheers and excitement turned to shock and disbelief as viewers across the country watched in horror as the shuttle disintegrated before their eyes. The images were seared into the collective memory of a nation in shock. For those who witnessed it, the Challenger disaster was a sobering reminder of the risks of space exploration and a poignant moment that forever changed the way we view space travel. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the emotional impact of this tragic event and how it shaped the future of space exploration. As the world watched with bated breath, the Challenger mission ended in tragedy when the shuttle exploded just 73 seconds after liftoff. It was an indescribably shocking and heartbreaking event that left not only the nation, but the entire world in disbelief. Families of the crew, spectators, and millions of viewers watching live on television were left stunned by the unexpected disaster that unfolded over Cape Canaveral. The impact of this event reached far and wide, and it remains etched in the memories of those who witnessed it. The loss of the 7 brave astronauts is a reminder of the dangers and risks associated with space exploration, and it is a solemn tribute to their courage and dedication to advancing our understanding of the universe. In the wake of the Challenger disaster, America and the world mourned the loss of the crew and reflected on the fragility of human life in the pursuit of scientific progress. The tragic moments of the explosion over Cape Canaveral serve as a stark reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of exploration and the enduring spirit of discovery. As we continue to remember and honor the legacy of the Challenger crew, we also look forward to the future of space exploration with an unwavering commitment to safety and progress. The news of the Challenger disaster shook the entire nation to its core. People from all walks of life were united in a sense of shock and sorrow. At home, families gathered around their televisions, struggling to comprehend the tragedy unfolding before their eyes. In schools and workplaces, conversations came to a standstill as everyone tried to process the unthinkable. The loss of the 7 astronauts aboard the shuttle was a devastating blow, and the immediate reaction across America was one of disbelief and profound sadness. For those directly involved with the space program, the impact was especially poignant. Colleagues, friends, and family members of the astronauts were left grappling with an overwhelming mix of emotions. The space community, known for its resilience and determination, was now faced with an unprecedented challenge. As the initial shock began to give way to sorrow, the true magnitude of the tragedy started to sink in. In the days following the disaster, an outpouring of support and solidarity emerged as the nation mourned the loss of the Challenger crew. The sense of unity in the face of such a heartbreaking event was a testament to the strength and resilience of the American spirit. From solemn vigils to heartfelt tributes, the immediate response to the Challenger disaster reflected a nation coming together to honor the memory of those who had ventured into the heavens, never to return. As we reflect on this pivotal moment in history, it's important to remember the profound impact of the Challenger disaster on the fabric of American society. The shock and sorrow that reverberated across the nation served as a poignant reminder of the risks and sacrifices inherent in the pursuit of exploration and discovery. And yet, out of the darkness of tragedy, emerged a renewed sense of purpose and determination to push the boundaries of human achievement, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the American people. Following the tragedy of the Challenger disaster in 1986, many questions arose surrounding the decisions made by NASA leading up to the ill-fated launch. Behind the scenes, NASA was faced with mounting pressure to continue missions in order to maintain public and political interest in space exploration. However, this pressure led to flawed decision-making, including the choice to proceed with the launch, despite concerns about the O-rings in cold temperatures. As the investigation into the disaster unfolded, it became clear that there were critical lapses in judgment that ultimately played a role in the tragic loss of the Challenger and its crew. In the wake of the disaster, NASA undertook significant organizational and procedural changes to address the systemic issues that contributed to the tragedy, aiming to restore public trust and ensure the safety of future missions. Mentioning the date January 28, 1986, immediately brings to mind the tragedy of the Challenger disaster. As the news of the explosion spread like wildfire, the impact was felt on a nationwide scale. Families gathered around their televisions in disbelief, while schools across the country grappled with how to address the devastating event. In the days following the disaster, educational institutions faced the daunting task of supporting both students and teachers as they processed their emotions and sought to make sense of the tragedy. Counselors were deployed to help students cope with the grief and confusion, while educators were challenged to find ways to provide comfort and understanding in the midst of such a heartbreaking event. Families were deeply affected as well, with parents struggling to find the right words to explain the loss of the Challenger crew to their children. It was a time of not only mourning, but also of coming together as a community to support one another through such a difficult period. Despite the shock and grief that reverberated throughout the nation, there was a sense of unity as Americans banded together to honor the memory of the fallen astronauts and to find solace in each other. From living rooms to classrooms, the impact of the Challenger disaster was deeply felt, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of the nation. The media coverage of the Challenger disaster was a pivotal moment in American history, as it broadcast the unthinkable to a shocked nation. The event was covered extensively by news outlets, with live footage of the fateful launch and the harrowing aftermath. Viewers across the country were glued to their screens, witnessing the tragic loss of the 7 crew members, including schoolteacher Christa McAuliffe. Reporters and journalists worked tirelessly to provide in-depth coverage of the disaster, allowing the public to gain insight into the events leading up to the tragedy and its profound impact. The images and stories that emerged from the coverage were deeply moving, sparking a collective outpouring of grief and disbelief. The media's handling of the Challenger disaster exemplified the power and responsibility of journalism in times of crisis, as well as the profound impact that television and news broadcasts can have on a nation's collective psyche. The coverage not only honored the memory of the fallen astronauts, but also served as a poignant reminder of the risks and sacrifices inherent in the pursuit of exploration and discovery. The broadcasting of the Challenger disaster remains a poignant and unforgettable chapter in the history of media coverage, serving as a somber yet impactful reminder of the resilience and strength of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. Today, we honor the memory of the 7 astronauts who tragically lost their lives in the Challenger disaster in 1986. Their bravery and dedication to space exploration will never be forgotten. As we remember their lives and contributions, we are reminded of the risks and sacrifices that come with pushing the boundaries of knowledge and discovery. It's important to reflect on the impact of this event, not only as a nation, but as a global community. The Challenger 7 set out on their mission with the noble goal of advancing our understanding of the universe, and their legacy continues to inspire future generations of explorers and scientists. Their legacy serves as a reminder of the resilience and strength of the human spirit as we continue to reach for the stars and push the limits of what is possible. Let us take a moment to remember their courage and passion, and honor their enduring legacy as pioneers of space exploration. In their memory, we carry forward their commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and exploration, and we strive to continue their mission of expanding the boundaries of human understanding. May their memory live on as a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration and the human quest for knowledge. The Challenger disaster in 1986 was a deeply tragic moment in American history, but from it, we've learned valuable lessons that have led to important safety changes and have paved the way for future missions. First and foremost, the Challenger disaster led to a renewed emphasis on safety protocols. It forced NASA and the aerospace industry as a whole to re-evaluate their practices and prioritize the safety of astronauts and crew members above all else. As a result, there have been significant improvements in safety measures, including more stringent pre-launch checks, enhanced training protocols, and better communication between mission control and spacecraft. Additionally, the Challenger disaster prompted a shift in organizational culture, with a greater focus on transparency, accountability, and a commitment to learning from failures. This has contributed to a more robust safety culture within NASA and the broader aerospace community, ensuring that the mistakes of the past are not repeated and that every mission is approached with the utmost caution and diligence. Looking ahead, the lessons learned from the Challenger disaster have also influenced the design and development of future spacecraft and launch systems. Engineers and scientists have incorporated new technologies, advanced materials, and cutting-edge safety features to mitigate the risks associated with space exploration. As a result, we've seen incredible progress in the field of space exploration, with successful missions to the International Space Station, Mars, and beyond. In conclusion, while the Challenger disaster was a heartbreaking and sobering event, it has ultimately spurred positive changes in safety practices, organizational culture, and the design of spacefaring technology. These lessons have left an indelible mark on the aerospace industry, ensuring that the pursuit of space exploration continues with a steadfast commitment to the safety and well-being of those who dare to venture beyond our planet. The Challenger disaster of 1986 was a defining moment in American history. The tragedy not only shocked the nation, but it also left a lasting impact on the space program and society as a whole. As we reflect on the enduring legacy of Challenger, it's important to acknowledge the profound changes that resulted from this tragic event. First and foremost, the Challenger disaster led to a renewed emphasis on safety in the space program. The loss of 7 crew members forced NASA to re-evaluate its procedures and protocols, instilling a culture of accountability and caution that continues to shape the agency's approach to space exploration today. Moreover, the Challenger disaster sparked a broader conversation about risk and responsibility. It served as a sobering reminder of the inherent dangers of space travel and prompted a re-examination of the balance between exploration and safety. This introspection has driven continued improvements in space technology and astronaut training, ensuring that the lessons learned from Challenger are not forgotten. Beyond the realm of space exploration, the Challenger disaster had a profound impact on public perception and awareness. It brought into focus the real risks associated with human spaceflight and reminded the world of the sacrifices made by those who dare to push the boundaries of human achievement. Ultimately, the enduring legacy of Challenger lies in the collective commitment to honor the memories of the fallen crew members by carrying forward the spirit of exploration and discovery. Their enduring legacy serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the imperative to learn from tragedy in order to forge a brighter future. As we look back on the Challenger disaster, we are reminded not only of the lives lost, but also of the indomitable spirit that propels us to reach for the stars. The legacy of Challenger lives on in our ongoing quest to explore the unknown and push the boundaries of what is possible, serving as a testament to the enduring power of human determination and ingenuity. And that concludes our look back at the tragic events of 1986 and the devastating Challenger disaster. As we reflect on this pivotal moment in history, it's important to remember the incredible bravery and dedication of the astronauts who lost their lives, as well as the impact it had on America as a whole. In our next episode, we'll be shifting gears to explore a brighter and more hopeful topic. We'll be delving into the world of groundbreaking scientific discoveries and technological advancements that emerged in the aftermath of the Challenger disaster, showcasing the resilience and innovation of the human spirit. We hope you'll join us for our next episode as we continue to explore the intriguing and impactful events from the past. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, take care and stay curious, dear listeners. Goodbye.